Hey YouTube family and GN subs, got some good news for you in 2025. Yes, we do. We have good news. Even though a new administration is in office, we still have good news. We're going to bring you good news. My name is Humberto Gray, and today there is in place a new order that precludes immigration from deporting individuals here legally in the United States up to 1 million. We'll talk about that. NIW waivers without labor certification, EB2s approved, getting approvals. That's good news, folks. 540-day automatic extension for your EAD. Let's talk about it all, folks. Get you some good news for 2025 and a lot to get to, so let's get at it. There's a current order in place for TPS extension. That is great news, folks. There are 1 million individuals in the United States on TPS. I put a link in the description box below. Check it out. Go to USCIS website, get all the information. If you are on TPS, folks, 2 things you need to do ASAP. You need to do this so fast, all right? You need, number 1, to file your extension. File it early. File as soon as you can so that when it is challenged, and it will be challenged, you'll have your application in and you will be subject to protection. There's going to be a lot of injunctions, folks. Certain things, I'll explain that to you a little bit. But number 2, if you have not traveled on advance parole, please file the advance parole travel so you are back in legal status. You can then adjust under a family-based petition, under an employment-based petition. You are absolutely legal, folks. People are missing that point. Every time I get consultations, it's like, hey, you're on TPS, have you traveled? No. Get the darn advanced parole and travel, would you? I've been adjusting a lot of clients legally in the United States when they come back on their advanced paroles, little or no risk, even under the new administration, folks. Please get your advanced parole, travel, get back in legal status, okay? Now, a lot of people ask me, well, you know, the new administration, can't they just reverse the order? It's not as easy to reverse the order. If you remember the first time the current administration tried to reverse the order, what happened? We filed injunctions against it. You have to do certain things in terms of rulemaking to reverse executive actions for the TPS. If it's not followed, then we're gonna hang it up in courts, and it's gonna continue to be valid. Bottom line, folks, file for your extensions, file for your advanced parole, get in legal status while you still can, all right? But the takeaway and the good news, 1 million people protected from being deported under the TPS, all right? All right, we talked a little bit about that 540-day automatic extension of your employment authorization document. Well, it is permanent, folks. It is permanent. Once you file for an extension, your receipt will indicate 540-day automatic extension. Make sure your employer knows. Once your employer knows, they cannot fire you. You are in legal status. Make sure your receipt indicates 540 days, all right? This 540-day rule took effect last week, January 13th, 2025, and is here to stay, folks, all right? So make sure your receipts are valid. All righty, we are ready. We are ready for unlawful detentions, unlawful removals, wrongful detentions, apprehensions, removal. If that happens, folks, there are 2 organizations with us, the immigration lawyers in the United States. One is AILA, Immigration Lawyers Association, okay? You can look up AILA. It's a national organization. They are posed to represent individuals for little or no cost. Also, CARECEN, C-A-R-E-C-E-N, CARECEN is an organization that's been around, nonprofit, for quite some time. They protect individuals in the U.S. Please look them up online. Contact them if you have loved ones, or if you have family members, or if you are wrongfully, unlawfully detained, apprehended, removed from the United States under proceedings, they can help, okay? My office also is set up. Hey, we have civil rights attorneys that can compensate you for being wrongfully, unlawfully detained, apprehended, removed. We also have removal attorneys that are really, really good. They can represent you in terms of removal proceedings, certain factors that go into account. I just, as a matter of fact, got a client on a bond hearing. He was denied initially. The first attorney didn't do the correct thing. We came in, we gave all the evidence of why he should be bonded out. He was bonded out, he's with his family, and we're going to represent him on the underlying removal proceedings. Good stuff, folks. So we are ready and geared up. hrg@graylaw.com. If you have any questions, you can contact me, and we can move from there. Alrighty, bit of good news. I-140 direct filing of NIW, National Interest Waiver petitions under the EB2 category. Just got another approval, folks. Here it is. It was recently approved by USCIS. That's wonderful stuff. I'm going to be able to adjust my client now legally in the United States. This is a great way to avoid a lot of time on the labor certification. I have other videos on this that I've done in detail. Check them out, NIW. There's also a Schedule A Group 2 filing directly, with USCIS. It's a great way to avoid that labor certification line, folks. We're getting them approved. We're continuing to get them approved. And I am really, really happy that is going on, especially for those in STEM. If you work in a STEM occupation, this is a good way to cut the line, folks, all right? So get those petitions filed. Contact me if you need information, you think you might qualify. Be more than happy to talk to you, folks. Alrighty, so Fifth Circuit ruled that DACA is unlawful. How, Humberto, can there be any good news with regard to that finding? Well, there is. They limited the finding to Texas. So if you're in any other state, the ruling doesn't apply to you. That's great news, folks. DACA is still alive. All right, YouTube family and GN subs, thanks so much for watching GrayLaw TV. Click below, like, and subscribe. And thank you so much for all your wishes. My family is safe. We're back in the house as of yesterday. We have no power, but that's okay. We're hanging in there. The house is intact and safe, and I send all my prayers out to my colleagues, friends, and family who lost everything. I will continue to pray for you, and you will get through this. We are resilient here in California, and we will make things happen. Alrighty, thanks again, and we'll see you next week.